Hey, welcome back to another Finance Friday. It's Friday. I'm Jerry Fetta. Stay tuned. We've got a great one coming for you this week. So I want to talk to you this Friday about a concept that came up with someone I was talking to yesterday on this cycle of playing financial defense rather than playing financial offense. Okay, and I think we've all been here before, right? And if you think about, a time where you've been on the defensive, stuff is happening to you and you're like, well, how do I handle this? How do I, avoid paying too much in taxes? Or how do I reduce the interest on my debt? Or whatever the thing is that's coming at you and you're looking at ways to deflect it. Okay, never a good position to be in. Right? Never a good position to be in. And so what I want to do is I want to just take a quick minute to define these words, right? Offensive and defensive. So the word defense, if we look at this from the standpoint of the definition, okay, there's a couple definitions of defense. The act of defending from or resisting attack. Okay, that's one of the definitions of defense. The act of defending from or resisting attack. Okay, in a sports action, the role of defending one's goal against the opposition. Okay, so that's defense. It's your protecting, you're defending, you're resisting against an incoming attack. And this would be in a financial sense. Now, here's the problem with that is you're being attacked, right? Like in that definition, innately, you are under attack. It's not a good thing. It's not something that you want to have happen. If you're, being attacked, you're the one that's on the receiving end of something you don't want. Okay, so that's being on the defensive. All right, now let's check out this definition on offense. Next, I don't want to interrupt you too long. I just want to give you a free offer for my book, The Blueprint to Financial Freedom. If you go to jerryfetta.com/B2F promo, you can get the book now. I'm going to let you get back to the video. So this would be more in the sense of attacking, possessing the ball or being on the team, attempting to score, right? Players who are attempting to score or advance the ball, the action of attacking someone or something. Okay, that's the opposite of defensive, right? Now, I've been reading this book I was telling you about, The Financial Misadventures of Mark Twain. And I want to tie this in because, I love studying old dead people, right? Mark Twain is one of my favorite American historic figures. And who would have known this guy has a whole book about what not to do to build wealth. Okay. Now, one of the things that I've noticed that he's done right? There's the whole book is how not to build wealth. But one of the things he's done right is Mark Twain is constantly on the offensive. Okay, and I'll skip to the end of the story. Mark Twain dies wealthy. He dies a multimillionaire. Right? And so despite all of the failed attempts, the setbacks, the this, the that, he still ends up in a position that's better off than 90% of the American population. And I wanted to point this out because you can be in a position of offense or defense in your life, financially speaking, and it really is up to you, right? So for Mark Twain, he had, opportunity after opportunity. He actually tried to start a cocaine thing in Colombia. He learned about the coca leaf. He was the one trying to bring cocaine up to America. He didn't know at the time it was an addictive drug. He wasn't trying to do anything bad with it. They used to put it in Coca-Cola, right? But he was on the offensive. There's an opportunity. I'm going to go for it. And it failed. Silver mining. I'm going to go for it. And it failed, right? He had this idea where he would send someone around the world traveling for him. That person would come back and then he would write a book about their experience under his own pen name using their story and then give them some of the profits. That failed. And a lot of times because we're afraid of failure, we avoid being on the offensive. Well, what if it doesn't work? And what if what if I mess up? What if it fails? What if it doesn't pan out? What if the investment loses money? What if the business doesn't do the thing I thought it would do and I end up having to stop and, start something different or shut it down? Okay. It is better to lose on the offensive than to win your whole life simply defending your goal from attackers. Okay. One of them, you're progressing forward. Right? If I'm on the offensive, it means I know my goals. I'm saying, hey, I want to, become financially independent, or I want to be debt free, or I want to donate more money to charities, whatever the goal is. What's going to get me there? Attempting over and over and over and over and over, regardless of setback, even the way Mark Twain did it, where it's like, even if your attempts aren't the greatest, you learn and improve, and ultimately you do get there. Or never attempting, and you just sit there protecting it, right? And you wait for the attacks to come and you try and fend them off, and no, don't, and you just hover over it. Which one is going to help you achieve your financial goals? Being on the offense. Okay, so the question is, are you on the offense? And if you're not, how do you go from defense to offense? Right? And if we sketch this out, we can say, all right, here's the goal. We'll use the sports analogy, right? We've got our net going on here, right? And we've got you or me, and we're just defending our goal here, right? And we've got someone else. They've made it their game to try and score on us, right? The someone else could be a literal someone else, like someone is attacking you or suing you, or it could be a creditor, or it could be an ex, or it could be so many different things, or it could just be a circumstance in life that's like not going away and it's constantly hounding at you and pounding at your door, right? You're just sitting there, oh, I hope they don't score. I'm going to try and keep them from doing this. You're not going to achieve any goal of yours. Do you notice you don't even have the ball? You don't even have the ball. You're not in possession of it. Okay. So if you've been playing defense, in this case, the guy I was talking to, he's like, yeah, I've been trying to save money, but the house broke and I've got to fix this. And because I've got to fix this, I can't do my sacred account. I can't start the training. I can't start the coaching. I can't start making progress. I've got to wait because I've been playing the defensive and I'm trying to play the offensive. But before I can play the offensive, I need to play the defensive really quick. Okay. You'll never break out of the cycle that way. Think about this. If you're here, this guy has the ball, he's kicking it, throwing it, whatever it is, he's trying to score on you because you're defense, he's offense. What is your option here? Okay. You can't just deflect. At some point, you need to take the ball. You need to take control. You need to take it away from them or that thing or whatever it is and say, I'm going to take control of it. I'm going to have this in my possession now. I'm going to no longer just play defense, and I'm going to charge in the other direction, and I'm going to try and win for my team. Okay. That means you're going to have to leave your goal. You're going to have to leave your little box of comfort and protection, and you're going to have to steal this ball, right? And you're going to have to take it the other direction and say, nope, I'm leaving and I'm going over here and I'm going to score on their goal instead. You're going to leave yours vulnerable. There's nobody there. Okay. But here's the thing. You can score. You can actually score now. You can't score the other way. And if you're looking at this from the standpoint of not messing up, guys, Mark Twain is a perfect example of this. If you go read The Financial Misadventures of Mark Twain, you will see time after time, this guy has bad idea after bad idea, speculation after speculation, failed attempt after failed attempt, constantly messing it up, constantly having to restart, constantly having his hopes and dreams crushed. And he just keeps going. He just keeps going and keeps trying and keeps attempting. And at the end of his life, he succeeds. He's now known as one of the greatest authors in American history. Okay. He died a multimillionaire. He's got, estates that are left behind. He's got an entire forest named after him. Like not many people reach that level of success. And the reason why is he persisted. He kept trying. Okay. It doesn't matter if you mess up or fail. Your failure on your life, especially financially, is this much of the full spectrum of what's there. Okay. If you're 30 years old and you fail and lose everything, you realize you're going to live till like 90, right? Like you still have twice as much life left as what you've lived already. If you manage to get success at that point and you have to go rebuild it, you can go do that easily, right? If you're 45 and you're failing, you have your goal, you're starting to slide into defense, right? You've got the entire part of your life you live is going to happen one more time. You live till you're 90, right? You've got another 45 years. And guess what? The first 20 of it, you're, mentally undeveloped and not able to work and do what you've got actually like ahead of the curve compared to your first half of your life. First half of your life, the first 20 years are a waste in terms of your success, right? You're not working, you're learning stuff, you're not developed all the way yet. All this stuff is going to hold you back the first 45 years. You don't have that again the second 45 years. Hey, what's up? Jerry here. I just wanted to give you another reminder. Grab my book, Blueprint to Financial Freedom. It's going to be one of the best books you have ever read on finance. I can promise you that. You're going to love it. It's also a free offer. So if you go to jerryfetta.com/B2F promo, you can get that now. You've got wisdom, advantage, ability, stuff you didn't have when you were starting. You see what I'm saying? So what is my message here? My message is if you're trying to go from financial defense to financial offense, you're going to have to leave your comfort zone. You're going to have to get okay with failing. You're going to have to persist. And you're going to have to quit looking at all of the things that could go wrong. Okay, this is one of the nails in the coffin for success. Worrying about stuff that could happen. Right? Well, what about this? What about that? What about this? While you're doing that, successful people are just going out and winning. If it happens, they have taken the level of responsibility of, okay, so what if it happens? If it happens, I'll handle it then. I'm not going to sit here and worry and daydream about all the things that could go wrong and then never actually pursue my goal. Right? Imagine in the Mark Twain book and story, he just sat there. What if the silver business doesn't work out? And what if the coca leaves things doesn't work out? What if my idea of sending authors out, abroad and writing their books, what if it doesn't work out? And what if this? And I need to spend all of my energy preventing all of the things from going wrong on a voyage I'm not even going to take. Right? And here's the thing. Here's the tough part about it. The stuff you're worried about failing on, they're valid things. Okay, if you have a job or a house or kids or a spouse or investments or any of that, there is risk involved in all of it. Your child could walk across the street and get hit by a bus. Does that mean you never let them go outside? No, because you can't do that. You could make a mistake at your job and get fired and lose your career tomorrow. Does that mean you never go to work and try anything? No, because you can't do that. You're also not going to succeed and you're going to be let go if you're never making progress and pushing the envelope. It's about calculated risk. What's the return and reward versus what downside am I preventing? Okay, if the downside I'm preventing is just, I will feel bad about myself momentarily. It's not a very good downside to be like, that's my focus, right? If the downside is, I won't have a perfect track record. Okay, you don't need to have a perfect track record. You need to win 51% and lose 49% minimum. Right? You just have to win a little more than you lost in order to succeed in this game. So how do we tie this together with our wealth building? What's the application here? This Finance Friday, I want you to look at where are you complacently playing defense? You've built something and you've gone into conserve mode, protect it, try and keep anything from happening to it, prevent it from changing, all of this stuff that we can fall into. And those are signs of complacency. Personal complacency. Okay, somebody who's able with their future and they're like, I don't care what happens, I'm going to handle it. I'm going to take responsibility for it. They're not worried about protecting anything. Okay, they know that they can go do it again. They're willing to do it again, right? So I want you to look at what area am I being complacent, protective, playing defense when I could be stepping out there on the offensive side instead and actually trying to make a win happen. Because I've never seen any sports game that was won only by defense. You can't win a game by preventing other people from scoring. You have to score also more times than they did. That's where the game starts. So guys, that's what I have for you this Finance Friday. I hope this was helpful. Like, share, subscribe, grab the book, and I'll see you next time. Hey, this is Jerry Fetta here. I want to thank you for watching my video, watching my content. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to learn more about the Blueprint to Financial Freedom and how you can achieve passive income that exceeds your savings, your expenses, your taxes, your generosity, and build wealth like the top 1%, I want to encourage you, grab a copy of my book, The Blueprint to Financial Freedom. You can go to jerryfetta.com/B2F promo, or you can click the link in the description of the video here. The copy is free. You cover your shipping. We'll send the book out to you, and we'll send you an email with a bunch of great bonus material also for free. Get the book, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on my next content.